Hello everyone, welcome to Info 1110. This course is mainly about writing programs on a computer. And at the lowest level, computers are programmed using sequences of very low-level instructions. And this is a quite difficult thing to do. It's a very complex approach for humans, and so we write programs in a language that gets translated to low-level instructions or interpreted by other programs. This makes it much easier. And in this course, Info 1110, we're going to use a language called Python. So what is Python? Well, let's see. Python is a snake. Yep, that's true. Also, let's see, what else is Python? Well, Python is a famous comedy group called Monty Python. And they produced lots of very funny movies and presentations and all kinds of things many years ago. For us, Python was also the name of a popular programming language. Now, Python is a programming language, that's true, but there are a lot of programming languages, and they've been developed over many years since computers were invented. So why on earth are we using Python, that language? Well, many of these old languages have features that make them useful for certain applications. Python is very general purpose and very popular. Let me give you some examples in various programming languages. I'll show a very easy program that prints out the message, "Hello world." Here is the first one. This one has a lot of very complex looking features. Yeah, and looks rather complex, but at least I can see that it is printing the hello world message okay. But I don't understand what all those other bits and pieces are. Well, that solution is the programming language called Java. It's a very popular language. Let's have a look at the next one. The next language I want to show you is very different, but it looks okay. And you can see that the language is called C++. It's been around a very long while. It's very popular for a lot of systemsy things, very powerful. And you can see also it's doing a print statement of sorts, and it's printing out that hello world. So let's look at the next one. This is the final version. Wow, that's simple. One line. Well, yes. It's using the Python language. Yep, you can easily see how simple it is for a tiny task like that. Now, I'm actually being very diverted onto Python here because I want to show you that this is the thing we're doing in this course. And so I've shown you a very simple application. It is much simpler than any real application that you will do. But just to demonstrate that Python has the facility to do really easy things. I want to do this to make you confident that Python is the appropriate language and it's not too hard to learn. Now, the other two languages are really important, and they're used widely in the computer industry. In computer science, we actually teach Java and C++ in later courses. So you can learn those as well. We're starting off with Python though, which is a bit simpler and a bit easier to learn. After you've learnt Python as your first language, you'll find it much easier to learn other programming languages. You might ask how popular Python is in the computing industry. Why are we learning it? Just because it's simple? Well, no, it's very popular in the computing industry. There have been a lot of annual surveys that are run for years, and Python comes out on top for many of these surveys. It's used for many general projects. There are specific projects such as writing, if you wrote JavaScript code, for example, inside your website, well, Python's not appropriate for doing that. You can't easily run Python within your website. You've got to use JavaScript. But on the other hand, for general projects that are run on the host, Python is very good. So here are some of the reasons that the industry says they like Python. They say Python is very versatile, and so it is. You can do a lot of things with Python, very easy. Also, Python is efficient and reliable. But when they say that, it's also important to know that it is not high performance. If you want to do some really high performance, some fast applications, very fast, Python's not appropriate. Okay? But there are lots of plugins for Python that make it use other things to get things going, and you'll discover at least one of these later in the course. There's also a very high demand for Python. It's used very often. Python is widely used for applications in the data science and analytic applications. And lastly, I should just say that Python is beginner friendly, and that's true. It's easy to learn. It's great for personal projects. So if you have your own computing project you want to do in any course, you can use Python to do it easily. Now, how are we going to teach this? We will teach all the basic aspects of Python in the foundation topics. There will be an assignment that uses the foundation topics and a test of your knowledge. If you perform well in the foundations test and in the foundations assignment, then you'll pass the unit. Wow! You can also challenge yourself to become an even better programmer and achieve higher grades by working on advanced topics. The advanced topics cover some very interesting features available in Python. The complete list of topics covered in Foundations and Advanced is very long, so we'll cover all this in Canvas and other parts of Info 1110. Each week there will be videos and exercises available in the ED system, and in each week you will be required to attend a 2-hour session in a workshop. Also in each week there will be a 1-hour lecture review session that you may attend. As I said, you'll find more detail on all this in Canvas. So I really hope you enjoy learning Python. It's easy.